Hey everybody, and welcome to part 2 of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, which once again is part of the Reignited trilogy. So in the last episode, we came here to Avalar, we did all that we could in Glimmer, and all that we could here in Summer Forest, and now we're going on to Colossus. Now, it actually did pick up the audio in the background, so we should be able to just kind of skip over that. Now, every level has an intro cutscene and an outro cutscene. Also, once again, I don't really know what keeps changing with my mic. Like, every day, it's different. It's quiet, it's loud, or this or that. Anyways, enjoy the cutscene. That dude just ate that Yeti ate his brother. Now, it's funny, because you know how they were doing their chanting? In the original, they went, why yi yi yow, why yi yi yow, and for some reason they changed that. And that is the biggest complaint of all time in this game. Also, look at that map. This level is actually bigger than you think. Like, there's a lot to do. There's 1 talisman, 3 orbs, and 400 gems. Anyways, let's talk to Harry. Alright, so just talk to the brothers, and it'll do that. Also, you know what these enemies' names are? Goat. They're literally just goats. Don't even have a cool name, just straight up goat. Also, we got little, what are those? I forget what kind of penguin. Also, look at those fluffy clouds. There actually is a change of scenery. If you get to the other side of the map, you'll start seeing, like, look like minecart tracks, as if it was part of Donkey Kong. Now, these guys, you don't have to listen to their dialogue. They just open up doorways. Also, in the original, you could, like, cut through, but this one, they block you until the pathway's fully open. Their eyes turn red, but then when you look at them, they're super cute. Those guys have multiple personality disorder going on. Then again, we all have good and bad days. He just wants Spyro dead. Also, if Ripto's like making the inhabitants go at each other's throats, I don't get this level. Like, Glimmer, for example, is like all about the lizards turning against them, but I guess Ripto just made the wildlife get angry at these guys for some reason. Yeah, I literally know that. Also, why don't you tell us that in the first level? There's literally a use for 2 power-ups in that level, and you can't even tell us that. Also, there's the case. Look. Sparks couldn't pick up that gem until we were right beside it. Also, there are rockets and... Actually, I don't think there's keys in this game. Yeah, this game does not have keys. Though, the next game has keys and a gimmick that's introduced in this game. We won't get into that gimmick just yet. I don't think we get into it until World 2. Yeah, anyways, let's talk to Curtis here. Hey, look what I can do. Yeah, you're gonna raise this platform for me. So cool. Could have just turned on the elevator. Wait, is that showing us where... Oh, I guess if you talk to the guy at the beginning, he'll point where the end of the level is. Let me guess, remember Hunter's advice, right? Yeah, even though... Wait, why would Hunter know how we glide? Or a dragon. He's never seen a dragon before. Well, maybe in books. Or in, like, the professor's writings or something. Because they clearly know what they look like. But still. Now, funny thing is, you actually can't get enough enemies unless you make it to the end of the level. Now, this is another part of the game that kind of changed. Yeah, see, in the original, he gets mad when he sees you and starts jumping, causing it to, you know, fall down on his head. But, oh, hey, look. That is, High Caves. I wonder if there's more paintings around here. Yeah, there's the balloon. I think that's the balloon from Spyro 3, not Spyro 1. And then there's one of the brothers, but he's in Autumn Plains, the second world. And then there's Artisan Plains over there. Well, it's just called Artisan Homeworld, but it is Artisan Plains if you want to get into its long name. Oh yeah, there's another gimmick in this game that they introduced. Ice. Where you can't jump or charge, but you can still flame. So I feel like we're going really slow on ice. I don't remember going this slow. Also, this doesn't look like ice right there because it's like dark blue. Now we have enough gems to get swimming, but we're going to get 100% on this level. This game is a little different. We might be able to get 2 levels done per episode instead of like 3 or 4. Anyways, we got another orb challenge here. And this one we're going to have to do is we just have to score goals. Now, this is where one of the skill points is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, perfect in hockey. Wait, no, Idol Springs is technically the first level. But you can't complete it. So, well, first level, second level, but Glimmer just doesn't have a skill point. First level in order of these two. Now, most levels have like 2 parts to it. Like there's levels that correspond with those levels. This one and Idle Springs are actually partner levels because the inhabitants are both those little dudes. Yeah, if you get too close, he'll punch you. Now, you don't want to do that come the actual hockey game because you notice he had 2 orbs. This one is just practice. You just have to beat a time limit. The next one doesn't have a time limit, but you can be scored against. And remember, you have to get perfect. You can't allow the other guy to score on you. It was perfect, right? Yeah, perfect in hockey. Originally, when I first played, I thought it was beating it within a certain time frame. Because remember, if you played on the PlayStation 1, Spyro did not tell you the skill points. You just achieved them. And I knew there was like the perfect on the bosses because I would always get perfect on the bosses. And then I'd get a life because skill points are worth a life. And that's how you would know. Because like honestly on the PS2 the bosses weren't really that hard. Like Ripto could be difficult because we'll get into that later. Obviously final bosses aren't meant to be easy either. But still, well done. You can have this orb for your trouble. Thank you. Man, that takes a while to transition into that. Now this is only a 3-star challenge, but it can be annoying. But luckily for you, you can kind of cheat. Well, I guess it's not really cheating. If you can get shoulder checked in hockey, then I'm pretty sure you can flame a guy in hockey if you had the opportunity to. Now, he kind of resets. Like when you pick up the puck, he kind of angles himself towards the middle of the rink again. So I could have grabbed that. Very rarely can you actually grab the puck right away. He got revenge. Yeah, see? Oh, it went in. I didn't think we were going to get it in because he was awfully close to us. Now, these are actually bears. Growing up, I thought they were bulldogs. Because, like, the one guy had really short ears and was, like, just round. So he looked like a dog. But they're actually polar bears, which would make sense. They're in the... Actually, not really. Polar bears don't live in the mountains. Would have made more sense if they were Yetis. Or anything other than polar bear. Like, then again, I guess it's not really a kind of animal that would be able to play hockey in a mountain. So, also the Goldie used to be really stupid in the original game. Oh, you hit me at the wrong time. See, when you pick up the puck, he automatically goes to the middle of the stage. And we got the skill point. Beautiful. Thank you for this orb, little dude. Alrighty. Now they'll just play hockey. What was I saying before we got the orb? Oh yeah, your goalie would miss any shot that got knocked out of your mouth or you shot towards him. So yeah, so this thing, if you see arrows, ow, I just smacked the mic on my ear. You guys won't hear that, but this used to be a spring, and what you do is you just jump through it, and you jump up. For some reason, it didn't want to work. Just walked right through. Sparks, pick up the gem, thank you. Now, there is going to be another orb, and what we have to do is just walk up to this guy, and... Ah! Now, funny thing is, this is a difficulty of 3, but it's easy. Any new pictures in here to look at? Oh, we got... I'm pretty sure that's a level coming up called Cloud Temples. And then that is... I can't tell, it's a river. Is that Beastmakers? And then there's those two pictures again. So if you notice, the statues are now green and have swords instead of hockey sticks. And there's that evil spirit within them. Oh, I forgot the gems on top of that building. I gotta go back anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's one in here in this little ice cave. Also, this game has very few orbs just laying around. I think actual levels don't. Homeworlds do. Actually, I think homeworlds are primarily orbs laying around. Like, Summer Forest is kind of exempt from that. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's the only one that has an orb that you actually have to do a task for. Now, the next game, on the other hand, the collectibles that you'll get aren't like that. You actually, you know, do tasks and stuff. Now, this is what rockets will look like for the rest of the series. There are a few wood ones, though. They're still the same shape, but for some reason they have a few ones made of wood. Which I thought was kind of hilarious. But it's whatever they want to do. Also, I do believe there is another feature. Yeah, they tell you the talisman. So that's the golden statue. And then that's the magic pick. I said golden statue, it's just gold statue, but whatever. Gold and gold, still the same thing. And there's all the gems. Sweet. Now we just have to go and grab these last of these statues. Wow, that was a weird sentence I just said. Oh, there's more pictures here. I think it's just the same ones. Oh, no, this one's in front of some kind of forest. Is that Idol Springs, maybe? There's that one again. I'm not entirely sure what world that is. I really couldn't tell you. Okay, we did do it right. For some reason, when I would play this game on my own time, I'd always have 7 at this point and be like, well, where's the last one? I'd miss it right at the start of the challenge. Anyways, there's our final orb. Oink. All orbs collected. Level complete. Now we are right at the exit, so we can just go through here and you guys can enjoy the after level cinematic. I think it's right away before you see the gem total. If it is, enjoy. I wonder if that's the same guy who ended up killing the guy by sending him to the Yeti. Sorry, just had to have a drink. I hope you guys didn't have to hear that. But still. So I gotta work tomorrow, then have 3 days off, then work, then 2 days off, then 1 day of work again. Alrighty, so now we can get the ability to swim. Also, if you collect things, I believe once you get to the final world, it shows the orbs. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, let's get the ability to swim. All you have to do is you can go in the water, you press square to move around, and then you just use the analog stick. But before we finish collecting everything here, we're going to go to... Well, we can't technically finish collecting everything here, but we can go to the second level of the world, Idol Springs. We did the first, third, second. And we're already at like 15 minutes, and we've only done one level. That is pretty, I don't know, slow, I guess. Green versions. That would be so disappointing. You create tikis, they come to life, and then that tiki lady just doesn't turn real. That would be just so disappointing. Yeah, so this is Idol Springs, and yeah, the whole gimmick here is these tikis came to life and are hungry and are mad at people. So that's a very scary looking tiki. But yeah, it's the same guys, but they're green. I bet you if we talk to him, it'll now show us on the map where the end of the level is, and it does. So why we needed swimming was because to get one of the orbs you need to go through here. It's a three-parter, and there's 2 orbs and a talisman, and that looks like an idol head. And yeah, we have to collect gems. Also, gems in the water in this are really weird because they didn't set half of them on the ground. Also, this one's annoying. You see that? There's like an invisible wall. They didn't do the ground physics in the water very well. It's kind of It's like, how do you go from having a small team make a really good game in the 90s with really no bugs to a game made by a huge team and huge companies really buggy? Now, instead of talking to him, I'm going to do a trick. All you have to do is hop on that one, and then hop on all the corner ones, and you'll complete the puzzle. And they all turn green.
Spyro, you did it! I mean, you can do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
Sometimes their mouth doesn't line up. Also, this chest was a really small square chest, because it's literally his toolbox. But for some reason in this game they made it, or in the remaster, they made it a huge treasure chest.
Says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish. He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
I like this guy's voice. This is a difficulty of 3. Literally feed him any color other than red. Why this is a 3-star challenge, it makes no sense. But it's super easy and kind of relaxing. It was actually harder in the original, because the fish would actually move a lot faster and you could screw up a lot easier. Oh, it clearly shows you down there, yellow and blue. I never noticed that when playing this. Just because, like, when you know a game off by heart and you're playing, like, even its remastered version, you don't really take in the atmosphere. Or you're trying to show somebody your skills in it, so you just kind of rush through. You never actually take the time of day to do that. And also, that was really easy.
Okay, Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
Color stones. Also, who locked up your tools in this like magical chest that requires feeding an idol, doing an electric puzzle, and jumping on rocks? Like, who? Did you? Also, these guys looked way cooler in the original. They still look really cool. So I didn't know these guys' shields were supposed to be like walk lids. But still, yeah, every time you save one of these guys, they chisel a door. And yeah, metal armor is impervious to fire. Once again, you tell us after we run into him. And what the? Dude, my charge was sliding against him. Like, what were you doing, game? Oh, great, another one. We'll just let that guy get poked. With this guy and his giant flaming marshmallow on a stick. Man, I haven't had, like, marshmallows roasted over an open flame in so long. Wait, there's still one more enemy? How did I miss him? And yes, there's a super power up here too. I call them super power ups. They call them power ups, but they literally amplify your ability. We've seen flying, which Spyro can only glide, so it allows him to fly. And we've seen jumping, which allows him to jump higher than he normally could. Also, these mushrooms under these trees are cool. One thing that I do miss about this hallway is this hallway used to be like really dark in the original. It was like eerie and kind of magical. You had to aim, change the stick. Like, that's such useful information. None of this is new. At least the dragons had cool little cutscenes. In this game, they kind of got away from that and added level cutscenes.
If you jump on these stones in the correct order, you will solve the puzzle. I only know what the first one is. It's up to you to figure the rest out.
Alright, a difficulty of 3. Maybe it's a difficulty of 3 because it's all the same ones. I believe it's Star. And then I think Diamond? Yeah, then it should be Moon. And then Moon because it's the same shape but different color. And then this one because it's the odd one out. And there we go.
Nice job, Spyro. You're pretty smart for a dragon. All I have to give you is this shiny thing I found in our toolbox.
See, it's a toolbox. Why is this toolbox a giant treasure chest? And why was it locked by 3 magical puzzles? Including feeding a dude. What does feeding a dude have to do with the chest? Is that Idol Head the one that put the curse on his toolbox? I have no idea. But it's whatever. Still love the game. Still love the level. This is one of my favorite levels in Spyro. And yes, there is a skill point here too, but we're not quite at that point. Like, I thought I could make that jump. Game out here making me seem like a fool when I could. Boingy, boingy, boingy. Oh, looks like we made it to the end of the level. Even though there's clearly a big chunk we haven't been to yet. And we're clearly missing quite a few gems. So, we don't have everything yet. Also, this water clearly looks deep enough to swim in, but you can't. Might as well grab this.
You were pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's a beautiful jade idol head. I do love how the portals get built in these games, though. Anyways, let's continue on out this little pathway, where all the other gems will be. And we're still missing an orb, so clearly we haven't gotten everything. And that final orb is down here. So this is a supercharged power. In the original game, it used to be a fan. But what you have to do is you have to just charge these like Tiki Heads that are keeping these girls hostage. And boom, that's it.
Look at that. The Hula Girls' ring dance flew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career I've dreamed of. Take this orb. It could help you go places.
First of all, they look like the dudes, but wearing lady stuff. And, she kind of reminds me of My Valentine from Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why. I guess it's just that snarky, I'm better than you kind of attitude, yet she wasn't rude to us. She gave us an orb and said it could help us go places. Oh, they did keep the reaction. Wait, hang on a second. They don't have anything on under... They're naked. What the... How do these things breed? Are you guys made of tikis? Also, why does she look like she's stoned out of her mind? You see that? She's like, oh, dude. I'm going crazy here, man. Sometimes games are weird. Also, the Tiki Head you need to glide to is actually that one. For the longest time, I thought it was the one at the end of the level, and everyone tried that. But turns out it's that one. So we have to come back up here again after we go land on it. But yeah, you just glide from here. You know, press triangle and skill point. Yeah, see, skill points are worth lives. Also, I'm not really sure which game gives you the most lives. I think it's Spyro 1. Well, at least in this trilogy, like the Reignited trilogy, they made it easier to get lives in 1. Because you could get lives through fodder, through chests, and through killing enemies you've already defeated before. This game, defeating enemies, again, just activates the power-ups when you come back to a level because they're deactivated. They don't stay permanently activated. You have to kill the right amount of enemies. And then in Spyro 3, enemies just come back. So I thought this head was the one you were supposed to land on, but I'm like, I've only ever made it once, and it's like the most precise jump of your entire life. And turns out that wasn't actually the one. Now, let's hope we got... Yeah, okay, we did grab all the gems. Sweet. So we have another 100% level. So we might as well just leave. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Thought I jumped out on the other side. I'm like, where is the doorway? And the doorway wasn't even there. Go friggin' figure, man. Yoo-hoo! Anyways, we'll eat him for breakfast. And move on to the portal. And that should do it for this episode. Like, we still have the cutscene and everything, but... yeah, I'll let you guys watch the cutscene. And, yeah, that'll be the end of the episode after that. They're all awkward, but in the original game, what they would do is they would just smile and sit down with them. Those idols just wanted to eat. Even in the description of, like, the enemy names, they're literally called hungry idols. They're just... or hungry tikis. I'm not entirely sure. Idols or tikis. But anyways, in the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing our exploration here of the Summer Forest and moving on to the level known as Hurricos, which actually has the next skill point. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time for some more Spyro 2. Peace out.